very special chest that I made. This is how I made it, not so much a how to make it, but how I did it. And well, this is my first woodworking video, so I hope you enjoy it, and your comments are welcome. Thanks. This is the drawing or the sketch that I made with the dimensions. I started with this sketch. I then decided that I would produce an inlay first, and that was the hardest part, so I started that first. I made 3 attempts to make this Dixie inlay and finally got it correct on the 3rd try. I made a couple of practice pieces. I wasn't sure how I was going to make the inlay until I found a website, and I would do it on the scroll saw. I found a website is Steve Good, a scroll saw artist, had posted a project that he made where he inlaid a dolphin in the lid of a jewelry box, and I decided that was the hot tip, and that's the way I was going to go. I turned the table to 2.5 degrees to the right and started cutting the outside perimeter of all the letters in the clockwise position, and then struggled with how to do the inlays and the inside cuts as far as the D and the E. It was just a matter of cutting it in the opposite direction, cutting it counterclockwise, and then inlaying the substrate into the inlay. So it was basically an inlay and inside an inlay. Made small holes in all the letters, all starter holes for the scroll saw. I cut out all the inside inner diameter pieces first. Then I started cutting the outside, remembering to go in a clockwise position. My second attempt, I got halfway through the inlay and discovered I'd cut the outside perimeter counterclockwise, and at that point it was junk and had to start over again. This is the finished piece that will eventually get inlaid into a walnut background. I was now ready to start making the case, the chest itself, and made some practice cuts. I decided I was going to use locking miter joints for the corners. After all the pieces were cut and milled, I test fit to make sure everything would fit together. Clamped up some boards that would later become the raised panels. I did the final glue up on the case, making sure everything was square. I clamped a square in the corner. After I cut all the parts for the top, I splined the red oak to the walnut centerpiece, and now I was ready to trace out for the inlay. A couple of the miter corners needed a little more persuasion than others, so I used a couple of extra clamps here. This is the finished case after a little bit of sanding. I decided to put rubber feet on the bottom. Eventually this will go on a hardwood floor, and I think that'll prevent it from scooting around. This is the finished chest with 3 coats of polyurethane. Eventually the top will have 6 or 7 coats, I believe, and 4 or 5 on the sides. I lined the inside with aromatic cedar and added some lid closers that I got from Rockler Hardware. This is the start of a tray that will be inside the chest, an upper tray, also made of cedar. This is the final chest. The dimensions are 40 by 18 by 18 inches high, and added 1 coat of wax. Inside I'll keep photo albums, blankets, and very special items.
Say my love for sorrow. I've given you my loneliness.
Thanks for watching, and maybe we'll do another video soon. Thanks again.
If I worked my hands in wood you still love me?
I'd answer you, yes I would.
Would you not be above me? And if I were a carpenter and you were a lady,
I'd marry you anyway. I'd have your baby.
say my